Alright, so this video is going to be based on Shaco for the most part, and this build that I've been doing, like the last actual about a week or so, really I think it's actually fucking broken. I think it's strong as a motherfucker because it's the survivability of it and still the insane damage output you put out is magnificent. But here we'll just kind of fast or speed this up a little bit.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So yeah, just doing the normal stuff. You can see I'm being invaded down there.
Minions have spawned.
It's no big deal. I try to spread my boxes out so in case you do get invaded and they try to do this stuff, there'll still at least be 1 or 2 boxes left. And then I instantly rotate, since the Zin was there, I instantly rotate to his red and take that to punish him for invading me, getting me some more XP, denying him. Then yeah, here my Yasuo gets caught out, but he's actually really good at evading, so I'm just trying to help him create pressure, because in early game basically whoever gets to jump on who is really helpful. So you can see he does a really good job there, and then I'm just trying to, yeah. Then it's mainly just back to farming for a while. So we'll just kind of speed this up. So I start the Hunter's Machete into the Rejuve bead to make Tiamat a little cheaper, because Tiamat is, as you guys know, it's actually kind of expensive right now for that in comparison. So here we're going to do a gank on bot lane since they were playing really aggressively. Get a really solid gank. Just to punish them and try to get my bot lane ahead. Because the snowballing bot lane's still really good nowadays. Even though they had a pretty bad season. Yeah, just back to farming. Yeah, here I tried to run for the Rengar. I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I figured I'd try it anyway. Back to farming. Here I was gonna go back down and try bot lane again, using the scanner to make it so they might not see me coming yet. But sadly enough, I didn't during the time I didn't really know where the Malphite was. And yeah, that was just a misplay. But if I would have known where Malphite was, I would have went straight to the bush to try to get him, since he was half HP. He would have been a much better target to get. And here I was pinging my Yasuo to try to come down towards me, but he decided to keep fighting up there. So we'll just kind of go back to farming, which I don't know how the new patch 9.2 is going to affect Shaco, just because, the jungle is getting nerfed a bit, especially to experience and stuff, so it's gonna kind of hurt junglers like Shaco that kind of farm pretty consistent throughout the entire game. Here I just what the fuck. Anyway, we'll back this up a little bit. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Yeah, here we're gonna go and try to gank top, since I have not assisted this lane at all. And you can see he's really confident. He doesn't even know I'm fucking there. And that, yeah, he got the flash and hits it with that. It's nice and simple. And here again, I'm trying to ping my Yasuo to try to come towards top side so I can perhaps try to help him. But here I see the Xin going up towards his chicken camp and decide to engage on him because I'm very confident that I can take him and survive from the mid lane. So I'm waiting for him to try to R back onto me, so I turn away, and then of course he does too. So yeah, didn't really have much resources there. Then, like the usual, back to farming. Yeah, we don't talk about that right there. And then here, while I noticed my Kennen TP down bot lane, so I instantly just try to go cover his lane and try to hit this Rengar with the thing. This Rengar was like, kind of did the smart thing in this situation. Instead of like backing up towards my box, he just decided just to fucking run. But I mean, this is nice because I mean, we get some gold and we get like a good experience. And then I had enough for one of the stuff from my items, so I just decided to back here. I believe I purchased, yeah, I get the Titanic Hydra. So, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Let's speed this back up a little bit. Yeah, they're fighting. Thresh did a good job here by making them waste time chasing him like that, and then just to execute. That's really good. And then I go down towards here to kind of waiting on Jinx and kind of waiting for... I was going to go in, but then Malphite showed up, so I was going to wait for him to get under tower so I can use my box to try to kind of keep him trapped. But yeah, they think it's safe because it's like a number advantage, but... So you can already see that Titanic right there is making it really tanky. It's really nice. And here I kept walking towards because I wanted my clone to keep going. I thought Jinx was going to keep going. But we ended up securing this anyway because IQ and he... I don't know what the hell. But yeah. There. We just managed to get quite a bit of gold. And then we actually get first blood tower because it was kind of a race between here and mid. Then decide the bet. Yeah, and here I'm pinging a lot because I feel like we're stronger than them easily. I'm pretty, like, let's see, what 4-0 and 3 right now. So I mean, we got a definite thing. So I decided to go in. Yeah, dude, that damage you get from a Q auto, like Titanic Hydra proc, or like the active, and then like an E, is actually really disgusting. Yeah, there I kind of scumbagged. I kind of waited for him to fucking die. I didn't see this Lucian here, and my ulti was actually coming up very fast, as you can see. I literally died as it came up. If it would have been up, we probably could have at least killed one more. Sad days. Get going in the chat. Yeah. For a little bit, I wasn't clearing my jungle like as efficiently as I wanted to, and like the last bit, because you can see all my camps are up, which is like not preferred. But yeah, then I see this Lucian's getting a little aggro, so I decided to come down here. And get flashes, but I mean, doesn't help him at all. Especially since I can just fucking run at him. So. Yeah, and here, like, we got double flash. Like, that's so fucking worth. Bullshit going on. Yeah, that Kennen was making me a little toxic, to be honest. Here, I didn't want to queue in because Rengar can just see me, so I was kind of waiting. And then I thought I'd scan, see if I could find someone to pick. But I don't know what the fuck I was standing here for. I was probably just watching, honestly. Yeah, that damage. And it's like the further you get into this build, it starts doing just chunks, especially like once you get your Trinity and then you get your Black Cleaver. Because right now the build is Titanic into whatever kind of boots you need as needed. Like if you get boots or if you can get the parts for Trinity, especially I think it's the Stinger or the Sheen. Those two are preferred, but if you can't, you start getting some parts of the boots to whatever you need. If you're kind of getting CC'd a lot, you know, obviously you get the ones with the Merc Treads, otherwise you get Ninjas. But yeah, you want to get Trinity into Black Cleaver, into GA, and then just kind of as needed for the last one. So yeah, I get a killer there and I just dip. And we managed to get that dragon, so that's always useful. Just back and then right back at it. Yeah, I've been neglecting my topside jungle a lot. But yeah, we see Rengar on. He just clears that out. And then this greedy motherfucker decides that he can just sit there. Like the actual audacity of that man. He was very greedy like the entire game because he was kind of like 2 levels above Kennen at one point. It was just kind of actually just shitting on our Kennen. That's why I didn't really gank Kennen. Plus I was kind of watching how Kennen was playing and it was kind of like, nah, he just didn't really see like he was going to be the carry type person to benefit. Yeah, you can see here, I go to actually zone. I go to zone Lucian off from the fight while I turn around and like when my team is sitting these guys, I just go back to my team and just pluck them in the middle. And then yeah, he gets him. And I just go back to tower. I almost actually fucking died. Throw my E, get that assist. And then it's Kassadin. We don't want that shit, so we just start fucking running. Fuck no. I think at this point, I think I'm worth some gold. Yeah, I'm worth 650 gold, so like to even try to do anything to him was just not worth it. Yeah, and here I'm assuming that Kassadin is going to be aggressive on Kennen the moment he sees him because Kennen is kind of weak, and I was right. So he kind of goes, and then Kennen just kind of flashes for it and says, fuck you, bro. I see. That's why I come in. But whatever. It works. Whatever gets the kills. Trying to clear my jungle quick as I'm in between these fights, because this game was just a fucking fiesta. Yeah, I'm like the Chaos Master. I wanted that shit so bad. I'm like, come here. See, this Thresh is actually kind of disgusting. Yeah. And then, like, I'm already pretty fed, so I am, like, we can get this easy. Yeah. Just make sure that I got that fucking assist. Yeah, if you plan on doing like a bunch of damage at once, you want to try to get like as close as you can. Pop your ulti, and then like you basically right click them and you press R on them. So as soon as you both spawn, it's kind of a little bit of timing, but as soon as you both spawn, you both go right into an auto. And if you want to try to get you on one side and your clone on the other side of them, so one of you guys is most likely to get a backstab. Because that's very useful. And then like the thing with this Titanic Hydra is you and your clone proc its like little front effect when you auto stuff. So it's like it's pretty good for a big team fight where everybody's kind of together, because like you hit one person, and I mean if you're like in the say back and you're going towards the front, anybody in front of that person is gonna also take a good chunk of damage. And with this build that also scales with more HP, plus you actually get pretty beefy towards the end of the game. Like yeah, this Malphite was going AP, so he was very squishy, but he also did a decent amount of damage if we weren't safe. Yeah, this pours in. I'm just fucking bullying him. But yeah, then this build, like, instead of really, most of the time you try to use your E as like an execute, but with this build, you're pretty tanky, so like, not many people are able to just gonna be able to turn on you if they please. So you just can use your E as to just slow them. And then when you get close and you backstab, and that slows them too. So I mean, you can kind of be pretty sticky. Did I even tried anything like a like an Iceborne or whatever to slow? I have not tried that. Could be something that's pretty good. Plus, I like the HP regen on this build. It's not like terrible amount, but I mean, it's pretty good to just have. Yeah, you can see, like, this is where they kept fucking up, because they kept coming in on us, like, one at a time. And I'm just sitting here tanking. While my team's trying to do all the damage they can. And here, I believe, is just a reset. Or no, I was gonna go clear my jungle a little bit. Yeah, and when you're clearing this, you try to get like all the minions like kind of in front of you to hit them at once, as you would with just like a Ravenous or like just normal Tiamat. I mean, yeah, like this build, you don't have like the instant burst of like the normal assassin Shaco, but you have the fucking survivability of like he's actually really good at surviving with this build and just being like an annoyance. Yeah, here we're just playing fuck games with this Lucian, this poor bastard, right into the fucking box. Then here, like here, this is a good example. I'm just using my E to just like kind of be sticky and just stay with him. And there's slow, there's another slow, and then yeah, he's done. This is slowly becoming one of my favorite skins too. Not sure how I feel exactly about the whole Willy Wonka haircut, but I mean, I'm talking about like the other Willy Wonka too, not the first one, not the OG one. Yeah, this guy just was not ready. He didn't even get a chance to push R because he was mid-animation for one of his abilities. Feels bad on his end. Yeah, here, normally I wouldn't do this, but I felt like I was really strong and I was acting really greedy, so I really wanted it. Yeah, as you can see, this Xin Zhao is not very good. He's very like late reaction. I always love watching this stuff. Like, I'm literally just backing on a ward and no one's even moving at me. Let's see, how far am I into my build currently? Yeah, as you can see, I'm already, like, I'm 22 and 13. And because they had Kassadin and then the Malphite going AP, I decided to pick up the Hex Drinker. Because that's, like, you just never die to fucking APs then, really. Grants extra like lifesteal and all that stuff. It's just, that item's like really good. Yeah, you definitely like with how Shaco is right now, you want to try to have just as much like pressure and stuff as you can. Like pressure, you want to try to like, I usually try to get my lanes ahead at least like one time. I try to just gank. But for the most part, I try to pick which lane I feel like is going to do best, and that's the lane I prioritize. The other ones are kind of like, they just come. This guy, this is what I mean. Look, he doesn't use the blast cone. He just goes right into the fucking flash. And I was kind of like, bruh. But he instantly dies. And then Kassadin comes in all gung-ho. And because of that, them getting caught out and not grouping the way they should have, it's free Baron. Yeah, and you can see the Rengar over here. I'm not even scared of Rengar. I could see him pop up, and I was just like, he's not gonna do nothing because it's just a free Baron. And with this too, you can actually like tank Baron, which is a great feeling. Yeah, at this point of the game, I just said GG. It was over. There was really no coming back from, like, we would have to actually just all go AFK. But you can see we have three pretty good bounties actually. I always like to set up boxes like that because if you guys ever need to peel back because they get like, since we have not backed yet and they all get to respawn, they have better chance. They have like all HP. So I like to set up boxes like that because that helps us peel and helps me in a way help my ADC because my ADC then has decent peel because they have a bunch of like different Terrifies that they can kind of maneuver around, making it easy for them to like not get caught out and just die. Yeah, see, this Rengar's fucking trolling. This game was way over. And then, yeah. So we finished this game out at 24, 2, and 15. And then down there is my build that I was going for. I was just going to finish out the Hex Drinker. But, yeah.